I am Rod Ferrell, also known as the Vampire Killer.
It was just after 10 p.m. on November 25, 1996, when 17-year-old Jennifer Wendorf crept through the front door of her family's home. She had missed curfew, again, and didn't want to wake her parents. Her father, Richard, seemed to be asleep on the couch as she tiptoed by. So far, so good. But when she reached the kitchen, everything changed. Blood everywhere. Her heart stopped. Her mother was missing, and so was her 15-year-old sister, Heather. Jennifer's scream shattered the silence, and within the hour, police swarmed the Wendorf home. Richard Wendorf had been beaten to death in his sleep, his skull and ribs crushed with a crowbar. Naomi Ruth Wendorf had been ambushed in the shower, bludgeoned in the head. The brutality was staggering, and there were no signs of forced entry. The trail quickly led to Heather Wendorf's friend group, a cluster of teenagers from Kentucky with a fascination for darkness, death, and the occult. At the center of it all was Rod Ferrell, a 17-year-old who believed he was a 500-year-old vampire named Vesigo. He'd been initiated into a vampire clan by another teen, Jaden Murphy, through a blood-drinking ritual held in a cemetery. Razor blades, tombstones, the exchange of blood sealed their bond and their delusion. Ferrell was charismatic, dangerous, and Heather Wendorf, the free spirit of the family, had been drawn to him. Her artwork had grown darker, her dolls disturbing. Friends said she carried a Barbie with a noose around its neck. Rod Ferrell believed he was rescuing Heather from a home she called hell, but instead he and accomplice Howard Scott Anderson entered through the Wendorf's unlocked garage, grabbed a crowbar, and murdered her parents in cold blood. They fled across 4 states, Louisiana bound, chasing some dream of freedom in New Orleans arcades, but the fantasy crashed fast. One of the girls, Charity Kesey, called her grandmother for help. Instead, the woman called police. Ferrell and the others were lured to a Howard Johnson motel in Baton Rouge and arrested. Rod Ferrell later told police he didn't plan to kill Naomi Ruth, but when she attacked him with a scalding cup of coffee, he changed his mind. Heather Wendorf was eventually cleared of involvement in the murders, but the legacy of that night, the brutality, the cult-like fantasy, the shattered lives, still echoes nearly 3 decades later. Was Heather just another lost teen pulled into a fantasy, or did she play a role in the carnage? Follow us for more content. Stay safe and stay vigilant.